Hello everyone, I'm Russell.
And I'm Richard.
And we are with the Lafayette Beer League.
And today we're going to be talking about Indiana City Brewing Company. Ray Comstra started this brewery through a Kickstarter in 2012, and in the summer of 2013, they started producing high-quality beer and building up their community through the craft beer revolution.
Oh, that smells so good. I definitely like the way this smells. So Ray decided to take his passion for beer and his award-winning beer to the masses. His brewery really is a brewery built by the community. Volunteers actually helped with the build-out of the brewery. It really showed how much the brewery was wanted by the community.
Right, and what's really cool about this brewery is that it was once actually in the building of a brewery called Home Brewing Company, but they closed their doors in 1922 because of the weight of prohibition. But they wrote on their walls, "The day will again dawn upon Indiana when a man can drink what he wants, when personal liberty will be again a citizen's right."
Cheers to that, right?
Right.
So a real rise of the Phoenix story with this brewery space. But tonight our beer that we're going to bring from them is called Tribute Pale Ale. It's going to be 5.7%, so it's still a pretty drinkable beer. It's not high. You can have more than like 3 and still be okay. It's going to have a lower bitterness to it with only 57 hops, or 57 IBUs, sorry about that. So you shouldn't expect something that's going to like melt your face with bitterness.
Right.
But you're definitely going to get the fruitiness from the hops.
Right. You're definitely going to notice the hops for sure.
So what do you think about it so far? It's still good.
Definitely notice the hops. I think that it's pretty spot on as far as its characteristics, as far as the IBUs. It's not super bitter, but you definitely notice the hops. You have a really forward hop aroma, and it's a good beer. I like it.
Yeah, so with this kind of beer, if we're thinking about the BJCP standards, it's going to be a pale, golden, light amber color. There's going to be a moderately large white head to off-white. This doesn't have a really good head retention like you would expect, but you can still see that it hasn't completely gone away. Oh, well, except Richard over here. He's got a full-on white head there. Whenever they dry hop these kind of beers, you might see a little bit of haziness, but this is not a dry hop beer, and there's just not a lot of haziness. It's very clear.
Right. As far as aroma goes, like I said earlier, it's going to have a moderate to strong hop aroma with low to moderate maltiness. So I don't really notice any of the malts in it, but are there enough to kind of support and balance out the heavy hops for sure.
Yeah, and that's kind of where it's coming from with the flavor as well. You're going to get that moderate to high hop flavor, but it's mostly going to be balanced towards the late hops and bitterness. But the malts should be present, but they're going to be supportive and not really take away from the beer itself.
Right, and then as far as the mouthfeel goes, you're going to have a medium light to medium body sort of mouthfeel to it with a moderate to high carbonation. Obviously, when you swirl the glass, you can kind of see all the bubbles and everything like that going along in there. So you can definitely see that it has a good amount of carbonation there. But it's not going to be overly astringent or harsh or anything like that. Like, it's going to have a nicer, smooth finish. I do get a little bit of I think it's just the bitterness of the hops, just being a foreplay of it more so, because it kind of leaves that hop character on your tongue as you drink it.
Yeah, so overall, this is going to be a pale, refreshing, hoppy ale. The malts are going to be a supportive backbone with clean hop presence, and it's just going to be more accessible than your modern American IPAs.
Right. So and they kind of give a decent description of it. It's a tribute pale ale, is an exclusively hopped with super dank aromatic Eureka hops. They crack open a can and join us in raising a toast to Indy. And those Eureka hops are going to be really well known for their citrusy flavors, peach as well as pine, and then aromas of stone fruits and mandarin. So I definitely get a lot of that right off the bat in the nose and on the the end towards the end of drinking it for sure.
Yeah, I think that this beer has those they're showcasing those Eureka hops. But that really just brings us to our can art. One thing that I just really like about it is I like how clean the can art is, and it is very
crisp.
Yeah, crisp, geometric. I like the kind of old-timey tribute on the can. I like the color contrast of it with the light blue and the black. Probably the neatest thing, though, is the fact that they've kind of put the cityscape of Indianapolis in there.
Right. And they also did a really cool thing where they kind of gave a nod to who their label art was done by. So instead of just kind of having the label there, they were like, no, this is the guy that did it. He's the one that came up with our label design. Make sure you give him, the proper daps for that. So like that's a really cool thing that they did.
Yeah, and they even put some little descriptive words down here. It's an unfiltered ale, full flavor and aroma, keep refrigerated, serve chilled. So, and then they even put their address of the brewery on the back of the can. So if you ever wanted to visit,
you know exactly where to go.
And it's actually a really cool spot. So I highly recommend going down there and checking it out.
Right. I think that kind of brings us to our ratings.
Yeah.
So Rate Beer has this at 3.37 out of 5 with 14 ratings. Beer Advocate is at 3.81 out of 5 with 25 ratings. And then Untapped has it at 3.69 out of 5 with 2,899 ratings. I'm personally giving this a 3.6. I think it does a really great job of representing the style. Whenever I get to the 3.6, between 3.6 and 4, I'm generally balking over flavor. Like I'm not, like my personal preferences, not so much the style guy.
Right.
So I think that they did a great job here as far as following the style. It is a wonderfully refreshing beer. It's just pale ales and IPAs aren't generally my particular cup of tea as far as my preferred beers. So they generally score a little bit lower than Russell over here.
Yeah, I actually am going a pretty high score on this one. I think it's a 4.2 in my book. One, they hit every aspect of the style guide, in my opinion. Two, I like the addition of the Eureka hops. I'm actually allergic to peaches, so I don't really ever eat those. So I don't know if it's really hitting that flavor, but what I'm drinking here, I like that flavor of hops. So I'm about it. Yeah, also, I think the can itself is cool. They've got a really great product here, and that's why I'm giving it a 4.2.
Right, and that brings our overall LBL score to 3.73, which is right there, only 0.04 points away from Untapped, which shows that we're really pretty close to the general populace.
Right, so that's kind of why we use that score, is to get our idea, right?
Right.
But some really awesome news. We are partnering with a company called Brew that does tour buses down in Indianapolis and South Bend. And shortly we're going to be doing trips here in Lafayette.
Right, absolutely. And so keep an eye on our social media and any other ways you interact with us to kind of see when and where you can get your own tickets to get on a bus with us.
Yeah, we're hoping to get that going sometime in October, but hopefully by the end of October we'll start having some trips planned out. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Please like, subscribe, and do all the things you do to show love and support for the Lafayette Beer League.
Right, and as always, for any information about the beer, the brewery, or any of the other things that we provided in the video above, check out the links below. And remember, keep exploring beer.
Yeah, have a wonderful day.
Cheers.